Hi, welcome to another video. So GitHub Copilot Pro Plus might currently be one of the best AI coding plans you can get, and I am saying might because there is a big catch here. GitHub is changing the billing model on June 1st, 2026, and they have also temporarily paused new signups for some individual Copilot plans. So this is not the kind of thing where everyone can just instantly go and buy it with no friction. But if you already have Copilot, or if you can upgrade to Copilot Pro Plus, then, for at least this month, as I am recording this in May 2026, this plan is honestly kind of insane. The plan is basically $39 a month, or around $40 if we are speaking normally. And right now, the thing that makes it so crazy is that Copilot Pro Plus gives you 1,500 premium requests per month. Now that sounds normal until you understand what counts as one request. Because with a lot of coding tools, one big agentic task can cost a lot of money. If you use Claude directly through the API, or OpenAI directly through the API, and you make the model read a huge codebase, run a long task, generate a lot of output, retry things, cache context, and keep going for hours, that can become expensive very quickly. But in Copilot's current request-based model, the value can get really weird. Theo posted a thread showing a single Copilot message that had already gone over 60 million tokens and was still running. He estimated that it had already used around $30 of inference on one message. Later, he posted that he was over $115 of usage by his estimates, and that he had used only 0.8% of his subscription. Now, don't take that as a guaranteed, you will get $14,000 of compute every month kind of thing. That's not the point. The point is that the current pricing structure can let some extremely expensive agentic tasks fit inside what is technically just one premium request. And that's why this is so interesting. Because if you are doing normal chat messages, then yes, 4,500 premium requests is already a lot. But if you are doing real agentic coding tasks, where you say something like, analyze this whole codebase, understand the architecture, fix this bug, update the tests, and then tell me what changed, then one request can represent a huge amount of actual compute. That is where this plan starts, looking very different from almost everything else. For $40, you are not just getting a chat box, you are getting Copilot inside VS Code, agent mode, chat, edits, terminal help, code review features, access to premium models, and all of the normal completions as well. Okay. Now, the completions part is also important because on paid plans, code completions and next edit suggestions are still unlimited. So you are not burning through this allowance every time Copilot suggests one line of code. The expensive stuff is mainly the premium model and agentic usage. So if your workflow is just autocomplete, you probably don't need Pro Plus. The $10 plan or even free tier might be enough for basic stuff. But if you are the kind of person who uses AI coding tools heavily, then Pro Plus is genuinely interesting. Let's say you're building a side project. You can use Copilot to understand the codebase, create features, fix TypeScript errors, update UI components, explain weird files, generate tests, review pull requests, and even help with terminal commands. If even a few of those tasks save you hours, the $40 plan pays for itself very quickly. And compared to other coding tools, the value is even clearer. With some tools, you pay $20 or $100 a month and still have to worry about limits. With API-based coding, you can get great model access. But if you run long tasks with huge contexts, the bill can get ugly. With Copilot Pro Plus right now, the upside is that you can potentially run some very heavy tasks inside a fixed monthly subscription. That is why, at least for this month, this might be one of the best deals in AI coding. But now let's talk about the part that makes this time sensitive. GitHub has officially said that starting June 1st, 2026, Copilot is moving from request-based billing to usage-based billing. Instead of premium requests, the plans will include GitHub AI credits. The $10 Pro plan gets 10 seconds worth of credits, and the $39 Pro Plus plan gets 39 worth of credits, which is 3,900 AI credits. After that, the cost depends on the model and the number of tokens. Input tokens, output tokens, and cache tokens all matter. A tiny chat question on a cheaper model might cost almost nothing, but a massive coding agent session using a frontier model across a big codebase will cost more because it is doing more work. So yes, after June 1st, the insane arbitrage will probably be much smaller. But even then, I don't think the plan becomes bad. So let's take a closer look. Now, because $39 in monthly AI credits can still be very useful if you use it intelligently. You can use cheaper models for basic questions, use stronger models only when you need them, and avoid sending your entire codebase for every tiny change. Plus, completions and next edit suggestions are still not billed in AI credits for paid plans, which is really good. So, after the billing change, Pro Plus becomes less of a crazy loophole and more of a serious AI coding subscription. And honestly, that can still be worth it. If you are coding every day, the value is not only in raw tokens, the value is in having the tool inside your editor being able to ask questions without setting up API keys, having access to multiple models, using agent mode, reviewing code, fixing errors, and staying in the same workflow. That convenience matters a lot. Of course, there are downsides. The first downside is that GitHub can change the limits. They already announced temporary changes, paused new signups, removed some model access from lower plans, and they are clearly trying to control compute usage. So don't treat this as a forever unlimited compute machine. The second downside is that after June 1st, you have to think more carefully about model choice and token usage. If you always choose the most expensive model and run long agent sessions, you can burn through credits much faster. And the third downside is privacy and data settings. GitHub has said that for free Pro and Pro Plus users, interactions may be used to train or improve AI models unless you opt out. So if you care about that, go into your GitHub settings and turn that off. But even with those caveats, I think the value is really good. Right now, before June 1st, Copilot Pro Plus is almost like one of those rare moments where a company priced something for normal chat usage, and then agentic coding suddenly made every request way more expensive than they expected. And for users, that means the plan can be very, very good for a short window. If you have a big project you have been delaying, this is probably the month to use it. Make it refactor something, make it write tests, make it explain the architecture, make it clean up old files, make it migrate a small app, make it review your code. Anyways, basically don't just use it like a smarter autocomplete, use it like an actual coding assistant. Because if you are paying $40 and only using it for one-line suggestions, then you are wasting the best part of the plan. But if you are using it for heavy coding tasks, then this can be ridiculous value. So my recommendation is pretty simple. If you're a casual user, don't rush. The free tier or pro plan might be enough. If you code seriously and you already have access to Copilot, or you can upgrade to Pro Plus, then this month is probably one of the best times to try it. Use it heavily, test the limits, see how much real work it can do for you, and then after June 1st, check your billing dashboard and decide if the credit-based version is still worth it for your workflow. For me, the answer is that it can still be great after the change, but right now, before the change, it is much easier to call it one of the best AI coding deals available. Overall, it's pretty cool. Anyway, let me know your thoughts in the comments. If you liked this video, consider donating through the Super Thanks option or becoming a member by clicking the Join button. Also, give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. I'll see you in the next one. Until then, bye.